Hi there, welcome to Boxing Media Hub. We're proudly in partnership with Falcon Contracting and Jam's Boxing Chat. We're here for the live watch-along of Robbie Davies Jr. versus Javier Fortuna. So I'm going to talk you through this fight as best I can. Got Robbie Davies Jr. 23-5-0 with 15 knockouts. He's been stopped twice against former world champion Javier Fortuna, who's 38 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. He's been stopped twice himself by Ryan Garcia and Jason Souza. And he's got 27 knockouts, so the man can bang. So here we go. We're underway. First round. SWS Boxing, Sam. Big up yourself, Sammy. Thanks for joining. He said, come on, Robbie. Right. Robbie Davies Jr. is in the red and white. Fortuna is in the black and gold. Moment they're just sizing each other up, as you'd expect. Oh, good left shot there from Fortuna. That left's going to be a danger punch throughout this show, I tell you, for as long as it lasts. Robbie Davies Jr. was fantastic last time out against Lipinets. Showed the heart of a lion, did the Scousman. Very impressive. We had Javier Fortuna, who was last out, against Juan Mendoza and Medina, I apologise, and that was a TKO in the second round. So he's coming off a win himself. That left looks dangerous already for Fortuna. Just hugging up in the centre of the ring at the moment. Here we go, back to the action. A lot of clinching at the moment. Robbie's banging some body shots in. Robbie Davies Jr. The man from Liverpool, United Kingdom. Oh, both men fall to the ground, but it was more of a trip than a punch. Let the punk talk. Big up yourself, my man. He's saying, yes, Jam. Thank you for joining, mate. Right, 1 minute 28 to go here of the first round between Robbie Davies Jr. and Javier Fortuna. It's a little bit scruffy so far, but I'm sure it's going to pick up pace soon and catch fire, because this just has to. It has to catch fire at some point. It's a tremendous matchup. Both 35 years old. It's a lot of grappling at the moment. They're wrestling almost. They're almost wrestling one another. Referee's giving Fortuna a warning for grabbing. Catches Robbie coming in. Oh, good shot from Robbie Davies Jr. Caught him with a nice stiff right, but Fortuna does a little dance and doesn't even bother him one iota. Good body shot from Fortuna, but again, they're just grappling up. This must be a tactic that they're just going to wrap up as soon as he can for Team Davies. He's flicking out the jab. Fortuna's just looking for that left hand. Davies looks nice and sharp at the moment, though. They're sizing one another up once again. Oh, Davies staggers backwards there as he throws a right hand there, Fortuna. Davies staggered backwards, but no damage done as of yet. Coming towards the end of the first round, the klaxon's just gone for 10 seconds. Davies catches him with a couple of left hooks on the inside, and that's the end of the first round. It's a tough one to score, to be quite honest with you guys. Not a lot happened. There was a lot of wrestling, a lot of boorish behaviour. But I'd probably just edge it towards Robbie Davies Jr. for his output. But I could easily see how anyone could give it the opposite way, to be quite honest with you. It was a very close round, but I don't score drawn rounds. I never have, never will. So giving that to Robbie Davies Jr., RDJ. 10-9. He looks dangerous with that left hook. That overhand does Fortuna for sure. But Davies had his own work in there. You know, he landed a lot of jabs, a lot of good work. But a lot of it was just wrestling. Here we go for round number 2 here at the SSE Odyssey Arena in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Good shot there from Fortuna to start the round. He looks a bit more aggressive at the start of this. We're only 10 seconds in. He's holding with one arm and punching with the other. Davies catches him with a couple of shots of his own. Again, they're hugged up. Oh, lovely left shot there from Fortuna. That caught Robbie flush. The right side of his chops. Back in the centre of the ring. 2 minutes 18 to go. Round number 2. Flicking out the jab is Robbie Davies Jr. Fortuna does the same and then ducks under, changes position. Again, they're back in the clinch. This has been the theme of the fight so far. A lot of clinching. There's been a lot of clinching. Referee splits them up once again. Good body shot there from Fortuna. And again, goes for a left hook, misses wild, led as the former world champion. Robbie sticks a couple of left jabs on him, but no real power behind the punches. Again, they're just tied up on the ropes, just hustling each other, working each other over, seeing who's a stronger man in there. Again, they're just tangled up. It's a very, very scruffy fight so far, people. Just waiting for this to really catch fire. Davies is stalking without really throwing anything. Fortuna lands a little left, but no power behind it. And again, he dances around, catches him with a right-left combo. Robbie Davies Jr. ties him up and runs him into the corner. He's overpowering Fortuna at the minute. Oh, lovely body shot. Nice left hook there. A nice little left uppercut as well from Robbie Davies. And again, he catches him with the same punch. And again, a third time. Little check left uppercut. That was good work from Robbie Davies Jr. Fortuna's fighting back from the ropes at the moment. Lands a nice little check right hook. Back to the centre circle. Let's see who takes the initiative here. There's a lot of posing by Fortuna at the moment. He needs to start letting them hands go because Robbie Davies Jr. is taking this round for me once again. He's just doing the better work on the inside here, guys. He's roughing him up a bit. He's roughing him up. I was going to say outdoing the old man, but they're both the same age. They're both 35 years of age, so it's not really an old man. But I'd definitely give that to Robbie Davies Jr. just for the inside work. So I've got that 2018 so far, guys. Let me know in the comments if any of you disagree with my scoring, because like I say, that first round could have gone either way for sure. But the second round, I think, conclusively was Robbie Davies Jr.'s. I can't say any different. As we go into the third round in a moment, this is where it's going to start to liven up a wee bit, hopefully, and I believe it will. But Davies Jr. looks very sharp, very cool, calm, and calculated. All right, 10 seconds, and then we're going to start the third round here, guys. Robbie Davies Jr. versus Javier Fortuna from the SSE Odyssey Arena in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Here we go, we're underway. Same scenario, centre of the ring, just sizing each other up, waiting for an opportunity to pounce. Little right body shot there from Davies. Fortuna's flicking out the right arm, trying to catch Davies coming in. Just setting him up for that left, which obviously is the danger punch, which has got him so many knockouts over the years. 27 of them in total. So Davies has got to stay alert throughout this whole fight if he's to avoid that monster left. Got a couple of shots there, but again, it's just a little bit scrappy. They're hugging up again, doing a bit of wrestling. Bit of a cuddle party going on at the moment, fellas. Ladies and fellas. Referee's got to get this under control. It's getting a bit scrappy-do. Fortuna just seems to be falling in at the moment. Rather than going in with like a strong punch, he seems to just be falling in and then they're just tangling up. It's very scruffy. Expected better from a former world champion who's been in with the likes of Ryan Garcia and co. Robert Easter Jr. Just working on the ropes at the minute. Davies just digging in some body shots to the former champ. He's just smothering him on the ropes at the minute, is Davies Jr. Not really concussive punches, but he's landing scoring shots. That's what the judges will be seeing at the moment. Fortuna needs a turn of fortune here. He's being bullied by Robbie Davies Jr. Still got him up against the ropes. He's just digging in body shots, just whipping in shots. Takes a step back, goes in for a right hand, just misses. Again, they're tied up. Referee steps in to break them up. 38 seconds to go of round 3 of 10 here. Oh, good left shot there from Fortuna. That's what he needs to do if he wants to win this fight. Get his movement going, get them arms going. Let some shots go. Again, Davies Jr. just overpowers him and backs him into the corner. Every time they clinch up, Davies Jr. just seems so much stronger. He just pushes him back with ease. Good shot there from Davies as well. Nice left hand as they broke the clinch. Goes for that little screw uppercut again that he's landed so famously so far. He's got to watch out for that haymaker though from Fortuna. And that's another round in the bank for Robbie Davies Jr. The former champ just isn't doing enough at the moment. He's just not doing enough. Maybe he's lost a step. I don't know. We'll find out as the fight goes on. But RDJ, for me, has got 3. 30-27. Let's see if Fortuna still has that dog in him. Has he still got that raw animalistic fighting talent that got him to world title level? Stick with me and we'll find out together. Been a very scrappy fight as far, but an enjoyable fight nevertheless. Just a little bit scrappy. You get that in boxing, of course, as you do in most sports. I still expect it'll catch fire. All right, Claxton's just gone 10 seconds till the 4th round. Let's see what happens here. Here we go. Round 4's underway. They touch gloves. Good, nice, gentlemanly conduct before the 4th round. Let's see who takes the initiative and takes advantage. Davies lands a nice right hand. Fortuna's letting them hands go a little bit more in this round already. Although he did that at the start of the last round and then just went to sleep and got bullied again. Lovely left jab there from Davies. Caught him flush on the whiskers. Fortuna's got the high guard. Not really letting the hands go again. He's flicking out the odd right arm, but it's a very feeble attempt at a punch. Fortuna goes in, but just misses. Good couple of body shots there, but no real damage done. Davies keeping a high guard now. Fortuna's letting his hands go, but with no real venom on the shots, no snap. But he is starting to throw punches now. Maybe this gets exciting. Davies throws a couple back, just misses. Pops out a nice left stiff jab. Fortuna circles. Fortuna keeps going left then right. He's just trying to disorientate Robbie Davies Jr. a wee bit here. Just get him out of his stride and try and take advantage. But again, he's not really letting any shots of any venom go, so he's not going to change the narrative without throwing something of some sort of meaning. Got 1 minute 18 to go of round 4. Davies just flicking out the jab again. Looks cool, calm, calculated. Lands a nice little cheeky left hook, but no power behind it. And again, they're hugging up in the centre ring. Referee has to step in and break them up. Left jab thrown there from Davies. Doesn't connect. Fortuna goes to the body. Stiff jab to the body there from Fortuna. Again, they're tangled up. Davies stalking again. Fortuna just flicks out a jab and misses. Not a lot happening at the moment. Just Fortuna backing up away from Robbie Davies. 20 seconds to go of round number 4. Fires a little jab there, does Fortuna, but again, no real venom behind it. Davies catches him coming back in as he dances about. And that's the end of round 4, people. That's the end of round 4, and that's another Robbie Davies Jr. round. I can't see any other way, to be quite honest, because Fortuna's just not doing enough at the moment. He's just not doing enough. He's not letting the hands go. He's not putting any power shots together. Definitely needs to step his game up, in my opinion. Of course, it's only my opinion. These are not the scorecards. This is just my personal opinion watching the fight and relaying it to you guys. But for me, Robbie Davies Jr. is in complete control after 4. Let's see if Fortuna can change the narrative in the 5th or later in the fight. Here we go, 10 seconds to the 5th. Let's see what happens here, fellas and ladies. Let's see what happens. Still a lot of fight left. There's 10 rounds in this one, so we've still got a good few rounds to go. And we're underway for round 5. Davies has come out with a bit more energy in this round, whereas Fortuna tended to start the earlier rounds more sprightly. This time Davies has come out with a bit of fire in his belly. And again, they go back to the cuddle parties. Davies is sizing him up again. Fortuna rushes in, and again he's in a headlock, and they're cuddled up. Been a very scrappy fight, but at times clinical from Robbie Davies Jr. Just sizing each other up. No one's really throwing anything at the moment. Fortuna catches him with a little punch on the way in, but no power behind it again. Surprise, surprise, we're cuddled up again. Referee breaks them up. 1 minute 50 to go of round number 5 here. From the SSE Odyssey Arena in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Oh, a good little left hook there. Oh, but Davies Jr. catches Fortuna back. Just as he was pulling away, admiring his work, he got clipped. Don't seem to have hurt him. Oh, again he lands. Davies takes one back. Starting to liven up a wee bit here, guys. Little uppercut there on the inside from Robbie Davies Jr. And again. 3 in a row. And now Fortuna's tied his hands up. But again, Davies breaks free and lands once more. Nice body shot from Davies. Just looks the bigger man in there. The bully. He's the bully in there at the moment. RDJ is definitely bullying the former world champion here. He keeps getting him with his lovely left uppercut on the inside. Then he goes to the body with the right. It's working every single time. Fortuna needs to change his system here because he's getting caught too often. He's got him in the corner now and he's way low. Catches him with a lovely stiff left. Goes in with the right, does RDJ. Goes for that little check left uppercut again. Just misses. Skims the whiskers. And again, we're back to the cuddle parties. Davies goes to the body once more. He's trying to sap the energy of the former champ. Nice little left up there. Little check left up. And he's going for that little uppercut on the inside again. He can't miss with that. Pounds away to the body. Lovely little combination from Robbie Davies Jr. Fortuna's trying to throw back, but there's no snapping it whatsoever. He's just flailing arm punches. It's just like he's doing this. He's just doing this. Just trying to keep the bigger man off. And that's the end of the round, and that's another Robbie Davies Jr. round, in my opinion. This is completely going to plan for Robbie Davies Jr. here. Without a shadow of a doubt, in my opinion. The first round could have given it either way, to be quite honest with y'all. I'd have no problems if any one of you watching gave it to Fortuna. But for me, every other round has been Robbie Davies Jr. nailed on. So let's see. We'll see if it goes to the scorecards. We'll find out together. But it might not even get there. We're halfway through. 5 to go. But he's definitely in command, is RDJ here. Fortuna just looks sapped of any kind of energy. And I'd definitely say the round 5 was the best round of the fight for Robbie Davies Jr. He's looking very sharp. Very impressive. Let's see what happens. Here we go for round number 6, people. Let's see what go on here. Flicking out the jab straight away is Fortuna. Davies just stays back, keeps his guard up. Fortuna's flicking out some punches, but again, there's no real snap on the punches. Gets caught with a little left. Surely Fortuna's corner have told him he needs to raise his game here, otherwise this is slipping away massively. Nice left jab there from Robbie Davies Jr. Fortuna throws a through back, but they all hit the guard. Let's see who's got the gas tank going down the home stretch here for these last 5. Well, 4 and a bit, should I say. Davies flicking out the jab. Fortuna's just backing up. Lands a good shot there, Fortuna, but again, no real snap to the punch. Back to the cuddle parties. Still cuddling up on the ropes at the moment. That's a good 15 seconds wasted. Davies snaps away and starts letting his hands go. Fortuna throws a left and misses. Quite wildly. And again, we're back to the corner. Davies still just bullying the smaller man. Oh, lovely shot from Davies Jr. Caught him with a left-right there. Lovely combination. And then again with a little check right hook. Fortuna swallowed it and he's still game. He's still dancing about. I think there might be a cut. Not sure yet, but there is a cut, I believe, to Robbie Davies' right eye. Just waiting for him to stop cuddling so I can actually get a good view on it, but I'm pretty sure he's got a cut on the right eye. That's Robbie Davies Jr. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of damage. And the referee's not called it for a head clash, so it must have been a punch from Fortuna. And it's given Fortuna a bit of incentive here. He looks a bit more lively now he's seen the blood. As it happens to a lot of boxers. You see that blood, it just gives you something to target, you know, gives you that spot to bang on, to wail on. Davies has just got to stay compact now, get through this round, let his corner team do the work, and then get back to business, because he had this fight in the palm of his hand. But Fortuna's definitely got an incentive here. He's incentivized, for sure. Davies backs him up onto the ropes again now, starting to rough him up again. Goes to the body with a right dig. Nice little check left hook. Referee calls the end of the round. That's a close round, that one. That's tough to score, in my opinion. It really is. I'm probably just going to give that one to Fortuna because of how busy he was towards the end of the round, for sure. So I'm going to give that to Javier Fortuna. That's the first round I'm giving against Robbie Davies Jr. Let's just hope his corner can get that cut under control. And then he can get back to business. We'll find out. About to go for round number 7 in a moment. It doesn't look a bad cut or anything, the cut on Robbie Davies Jr. It's just, it looks like more like a welt with a little slit, you know. There's no real bad damage. I think, oh, it was a head clash. It was clearly a head clash. And how the referee didn't see it and call it, I'll never know. It was clearly a head clash. Robbie went in to throw the right and Fortuna went to throw the left, and their heads completely banged together. How the ref didn't notice that is beyond me. He was stood there looking right at it. Right, here we go. We're underway for round 7 of 10 from the SSE Belfast, Northern Ireland, between Robbie Davies Jr and Javier Fortuna. In my opinion, Davies Jr is in full control. Jabbit Boxes joined. Big up, Jabs, mate. Not seen you in a minute. Hope you're well, mate. Who's winning the fight? For me, pal, well, how's the fight? Robbie Davies Jr has won 5 of the 6 rounds. But the first round was a pick-em round, so I couldn't argue if someone had it 4-2. But definitely Robbie Davies Jr is in control, although he got cut in the last round, my brother. Thank you for tuning in, Jabs. Right, 2 minutes 10 to go of round 7 here. Fortuna's definitely had a little bit of a boost from that cut. He's letting his hands go a bit more. He's a bit more energetic than he was. He's kind of posing at the moment, Fortuna. He's doing a lot of this, a lot of that, but he's not really throwing the punches. It's not going to win you rounds. Davies goes for a left-right combination, just misses. And again, we're back to the cuddle party. Good man, Jabs. Glad to see you, mate. Right, we've got 1 minute 26 to go here then, of round number 7 between Davies Jr and Fortuna. It's been a bit of a nothing round, in truth. Oh, Davies lands a nice left hand there, though, right as I said it. Commentator curse, as they say. Prove me wrong. And again, he just pushes his man back into the corner, just shows his strength, shows he's the bigger man. Fortuna's just got his arms locked. He's just holding Davies Jr.'s arms. He's just locking him up. And now he's backing up his Fortuna. Bit scrappy again. He's just not putting any snap in his punches, Fortuna. That's the only thing. Even when he lands, they're just tippy-tappers. He's not really letting them hands go. Surprising from a former world champ. They're just cuddled up again. Been the story of a lot of this fight. Davies is whipping him them left uppercuts again. Another story of the fight. He's landed so many of these as the fight's gone on. But they're just wrestling for domination at the moment. The referee needs to break this up. They're just grappling now. It's like a WWE match. Although Davies is letting them uppercuts go again. Goes in with the right hand. He's boring in. Fortuna doesn't like this. He's bullying him on the ropes. He really does not like this. The referee breaks him and he gives him a cheeky dig on the way past. Fortuna looks spent here, to be quite honest. But that's definitely a Robbie Davies Jr round. So it's back to the way it's been for RDJ. So we've got 3 rounds to go here from the SSE. The Odyssey Arena in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Let's see what happens. Stay with us, people. If it goes to the scorecards, I will give you the scorecards once I hear them, of course. But Fortuna just seems very disinterested, in my opinion. Even in his corner, he's sat there. He does not look like he's enjoying this. I'm not sure what the former champ's got left, to be quite honest. But again, he has got them 27 knockouts from 38 fights, so he's always got that leveler. He's got that chance of landing that haymaker on Robbie Davies Jr. I can't see it. The way the fight's gone doesn't mean it can't happen. So stick with us. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Round 8 is underway. It's gone back to a similar pattern. Both to the middle of the ring, just flicking out, just feeling each other out, waiting to see what can pop. Davies Jr. clips him with a little left jab. Davies goes in and catches Fortuna. Fortuna's doing the stalking at the moment. Oh, a lovely right hand from Robbie Davies Jr. Stiff right, straight on the kisser. Pow, right on the kisser. Fortuna swallowed it, though. Davies is flicking out the left jab again. Fortuna's just backing up, just putting his arm out as a defence mechanism. Not really letting them hands go once again. Davies is stalking him again. Fortuna comes in and gets caught. Oh, he nearly touched down there. Davies caught Fortuna then, but Fortuna bangs his chest and says, come on. Usually when a boxer does that, it's because he's hurt. But he did not like that shot from Robbie Davies Jr. there, and he almost touched the ground with both his gloves. They're hugging up again in the centre at the minute with 1 minute 35 to go of round 8. Nothing really coming at the moment, just a bit of tangling up again. I've said that more in this fight than most fights I've ever watched, to be quite honest. Davies is overpowering Fortuna again. He's got him in the corner. He's just wrestling him back. Goes to the body. That's what you do against a gassing man. You go to that body and just take what life he's got left. And that's what our DJ is doing right now. He's taking the soul of Javier Fortuna. Fortuna's still flicking out the punches, but again, there's no snap. Nice little uppercut and then a little check right hook from Robbie Davies Jr. And then he grabs his man and just shoves him back to the corner again. He's overpowered him throughout this entire fight. And again, they're just wrestling, just hugging up. There we go, and they break. 35 seconds to go of round 8. And they're straight back into the clinch. And it is Fortuna that is instigating these clinches most of the time. He's grabbing Davies' arms and locking them in and just pulling them together. Just desperate to not get hit to that body. But Davies just breaks one arm out and goes to the body once more. But the ref needs to get this under control. It's getting very, very scrappy. Again, as soon as Davies goes in to throw punches, Fortuna just ties him up. It's been the story of this fight, to be quite honest. Davies fires the right hand, just misses, and that's the end of another round. And that's another Robbie Davies Jr. round. In my opinion, of course. But to be honest with y'all, Fortuna's not doing enough to warrant winning any of these rounds. He needs to do a lot more in these last 2 if he wants to have any hope of winning this fight. Or even, in my opinion, making it close. It's been a bit of a massacre. Without any real drama. But thank you for joining nevertheless. And if you're new people joining us, please do hit that subscribe button to Boxing Media Hub. Help the channel grow. We can bring you better commentary, better stuff going forward. Great interviews. We do watch-alongs, prediction shows, fantasy fights. We'd love to see some new characters join us and get involved in the chat. So go on to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. I appreciate every single one of you. Right, back to the fight. We're about to get underway for round number 9 of 10 here between Robbie Davies Jr. and Javier Fortuna. Let's see if Fortuna can turn his fortunes around. Because at the moment, it's not looking likely, in my opinion. But he is a former champ. Don't get there for no reason. He must be a good fighter. Maybe he's having an off night. Maybe he's just lost a step at 35. Let's see what he's got for these last 2. Goes to the body, does Fortuna. Oh, he catches Davies there with a nice right hand. Davies didn't like that. Davies fires back. Again, the wrestling starts, but this time Fortuna pushes him off. And he's letting his hands go now. But again, no real snap to him. Just tippy-tapping. I think both men are getting a bit tired here now, to be quite honest with you. It's been a grueling fight just because of the wrestling. Wrestling takes more out of you than throwing punches half the time. And they've been wrestling a hell of a lot in this fight. And it's exhausting. It is exhausting. But Davies still bobbing and weaving, letting his hands go. He's got him back on the ropes again, just showing his size and his power and his determination. And once again, Fortuna's just wrapping him up, getting them arms round him, making sure he can't hurt him to the body. Referee steps in. We've got 1 minute 35 to go of round 9 here. Davies lands a couple of jabs. Fortuna gets a couple of good body shots in there. That's the last thing you need in the 9th round of 10. Ref breaks him up again. Flicking out the jab now is Fortuna, the right jab. Davies sizes him up, goes to the body with a nice stiff right. Goes for the left hook, does Fortuna. Davies just swings him around like a ragdoll. 55 seconds to go of round 9 here from the SSC Hydro. Let's see what happens. This is a lazy punch from Fortuna. He literally just like he was going to fall over when he threw it. There's no snap in his punches left whatsoever. Davies Jr. just needs to just stay out of the way now, just keep him on that jab. And he's got this fight in the bag, in my opinion. Referee breaks him up once more. Fortuna has been livelier in this round, but again, there's just no real venom in the shots. For a man with so many knockouts, you'd expect a little bit more power in his punches. Davies has never looked in trouble at anything he's thrown. I'm probably going to give Fortuna that round just because he was busier. But again, like I said, there was no concussive punches, no real good action in that round. But I am going to give it to Fortuna just for his body of work, just for being more on his toes. So that leaves us with the final round, guys. Thank you so much for staying with me throughout this. I know there's been a lot of pauses through the grappling and stuff, but it's all part of boxing. It's all part of sports. You know how it is. But again, so anyone who's joined us for the first time, please do hit the subscribe button over on YouTube to Boxing Media Hub. We bring you all the great content we can. We get some good interviews with some great fighters. We have the likes of Javier Fortuna, Keyshawn Davies, Natasha Jonas. You know, we keep bringing them types of interviews if you keep supporting the channel. And anyone you want to see on, hit the comments up and we'll try our best to make that happen. Right, here we go for the 10th and final round from the SSC in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Let's see what happens then. This is the deciding round of the fight. To be honest, the fight's decided for me unless Robbie Davies Jr. gets knocked out. Maybe Fortuna's corner's told him that and he's going to come looking for that left haymaker. Let's find out together. Davies got a bit of blood coming from his nose at the moment, so he must have been caught. Or it could have happened in the wrestling. They're just hooking up again. Both men are extremely tired. Davies lands a nice right jab there. As Fortuna comes in. Fortuna is stalking again, though, just like he did in the last round. Seems a bit more vigorous in his attacks this time as well, putting a bit more snap in his punches. But Davies just grabs him, bullies him, takes him back to the corner. He's walking him at the moment. So whenever he feels like it, he just grabs him up and just takes him to the corner to get a breather. Nice little check hook there from Davies. Fortuna's bouncing around on his heels, trying to get that blood flow into his arms to let his hands go. And again, Davies just grabs him up, takes him to the corner like a ragdoll. He's just walking him like a dog. Overpowering Fortuna here is Robbie Davies Jr. Davies is just circling at the minute, catches him with a nice right hand. Fortuna lets a left hook go, blocks by Davies. Oh, Fortuna's got him going. Fortuna's wailing on him. Davies Jr. is down. Robbie Davies Jr. is down in the 10th. After completely controlling this fight, he's gone down in the final round. That could be huge. I can't believe what I've just seen. He just let his hands go. And like I said, it seemed like he had a bit more snap in his punches. And he certainly did. But Davies is slipping around the ring a bit as well. Might be something to do with the canvas on the ring. But Davies needs to be smart now and just wrap him up like he's done most of the fight. I need to see the knockdown again to give you more clarity whether it was a good knockdown or not. But Davies was definitely not happy with the knockdown. He believes he slipped or he was thrown. I'll have to see it again to let you know for sure because it happened so quickly. But we've got 35 seconds to go with the final round here. And what a turn of events. Fortuna has put Robbie Davies Jr. down in the 10th and final round. Against all the odds, judging on the fight so far. I still don't think it's enough for him to win this fight, in truth. Even with a 10-8 round, I don't believe he's done enough. I'd only give him 2, maybe 3 rounds. So even with a 10-8, I still don't believe it's enough. I still see this a 96-94 type job. But it's definitely give him a chance. And that's the end of the fight, guys. That's the end of the fight. Is that last 10-8 round for Fortuna going to swing things in his favour? Stick with me for the scorecards. They're coming up in a moment. I can't believe that he got that knockdown. SWS Boxing, what did you score it? I actually gave it, mate. I had it 8 rounds to 2. Well, 7-3, sorry, in the end. And obviously with a 10-8, 6-4. So 7-4, mate. Terrible. That 10-8 round, if that costs him, that would be devastating for Robbie Davies Jr. because he was in complete control of this fight. He did catch him with a good couple of punches, though. Yeah, definitely caught him with 3 left hands. And then, no, he seemed to pull him down. That shouldn't have even been a knockdown. He did land a good couple of left hooks, but then he pulls him down. The referee should be spotting tricks like that. So that is not a legitimate knockdown, even though he did catch him with a couple of punches beforehand. He certainly pulled him down. No wonder Robbie Davies Jr. was not happy with the countdown. He hit him and he was down like that, like bending down, and then he grabbed him and pulled him to the floor. That is not a knockdown in boxing. Maybe in wrestling, not in boxing. But let's see what the scorecards say, people. If they do Robbie Davies Jr. out of this, I think it's a travesty in truth. But let's find out. Fortuna thinks he's won it. He's won it. His corner thinks he's won it. They're all seem very happy with themselves. I'll be very surprised if Fortuna gets this, even with that 10-8. Just waiting on the scorecards, guys. And the referee scores it. $95-94 to Robbie Davies Jr. RDJ has got the victory, and rightly so. 95-94, I can mess with that. It's not too bad, considering the knockdown. So Robbie Davies Jr. gets the win over the former world champion, Javier Fortuna. It's a good win for him at 35 years old. The former champ is defeated. Let's see where Robbie Davies Jr. can go from here now. He looks happy with it. Fortuna looks very disconsolate. But what did he expect? All he did was wrestle and run. You don't win fights that way in the boxing ring. He should have no complaints. Being that close, I think, gives him a lot more respect than he actually deserved in that fight, in my opinion. But the right man won, and that is the main thing. Right, so that pretty much wraps this watch along up. Thank you, everyone, so much for sticking with me throughout it, because it wasn't the greatest fight to commentate on. I didn't get my excitement levels up too much. But I really do appreciate every single one of you joining me. I would love you to subscribe to Boxing Media Hub and join us again in the future. Follow me on X, at Jam's Boxing Chat. Follow my brother Joel, who runs the channel, at Boxing Media Hub. Take care, everyone. God bless. I'll see you all soon.